Right now, I'm here today to do this quick tutorial, which is more of a recap of my older videos, but this is just how to rejuvenate your wigs, your synthetic wigs, without doing it with a flat iron. I use a regular iron. I did go ahead and wet this and I detangled it with the brush, but as you can see, there are, the ends are clearly tangled and matted them. We're going to fix this and it's going to look brand new, it's going to look spectacular, it's going to look beautiful. So let's get into the video. After pre-detangling of the unit, getting out any big tangles that might cause more tangles, I wet and condition it by folding conditioner into the unit, then saturating the unit in water while folding, squeezing the water and conditioner through it. I then unfold the unit and comb or brush the conditioner through to help me fully detangle the unit. This detangling process, if the unit was as matted as these were, will take some time to do. While you don't want to damage the unit, you don't want to kill yourself trying to not make new frizzies in the unit or make less frizzies. It took me about 20 minutes just detangling this unit. My arm was so tired. Now, once we have that done, we have a unit that doesn't look too bad. But the ends still are a hot mess. Frizzy, frizzy, frizzy. Now it's time to prepare the unit for ironing. I start by folding the unit in half according to the cap. This lets me divide the hair evenly, or as even as possible. I brush the front forward and the back backwards. And this is just sort of a prep, as it is most likely that the roots of this unit are not as matted or tangled. But if you do see a spot that is tangled or matted in the roots, please work those out. At this point, I use a lower heat. Make sure to try and do a strand test with the iron before you start, to make sure you don't melt the unit. I do this for the rest of the unit. I do this on the front of the unit, then I flip it over and I do it on the back of the unit. And also having a lower heat lets me do multiple passes without worrying about damaging the unit. So, there we go. Now that that's done, it's time to move on to the ends. Putting the heat setting to either a synthetic or silk setting, depending on the fiber. Like I said, you really have to do a strand test to make sure you don't melt the unit. I try not to do more than 1 or 2 passes. I have the iron following the comb as I pass it through the hair. Sometimes I have to pin or weigh the hair down on the cap end so the comb, while pulling it through the hair, doesn't pull the unit along with it. I do this for the front and the back of the unit. Like I said, I try not to do more than 1 or 2 passes. Some units, depending on the fibers themselves, will take a higher heat, some a lower heat. So you do this on both sides. As you can see on this part, I am trying to show you how kind of frizzy the ends still are. But you do this on both sides and you are done. So I'd say 1 or 2 passes. On this one, it could take the heat because I think this is a human hair blend. So I was able to do multiple passes without damaging the unit. But you can see the difference on how flat that is. That means those fibers are pressed, baby, pressed. Okay, so the ends were a little bit more frizzier than I liked, so I did go back over them a few more times with that heat. I did increase the heat, but I did just go over a few more passes. I do this for all of my units, all my synthetic straight units, and even my synthetic curly units. I do this as well, but then I have to recurl the unit at the end to make the curls come back. I even do this for my human hair units. I think this works a whole lot better than a flat iron. It takes less time, you don't have to part the hair, it's just an easier method, and that's about it. I am coming out with some new videos on some more hair tutorials and hair wig reviews a long time ago that I was not able to edit properly, so those are coming out. And it's also some units that are some really bomb ass units, so they need to make some comebacks because these are some quality units. Other than that, take care of each other and we'll see you in my next video.